Hi, I'm Nicolette, and in this video, I'm sharing one self-care solution for those of us who frequently criticize, second guess, or beat ourselves up by using the one word I believe we can eliminate from our vocabulary to immediately enhance our sense of self-efficacy and self-worth. If you think you can guess the word before I tell you what it is, then stay right here to find out if we are right here. Greetings and welcome. I truly appreciate you spending this time with me. And if this is your first time visiting this channel and you're interested in receiving my videos on self-care and self-development to find out more about how mindset, mindfulness, and motivation can help you to be, do, and serve with intention, then be sure to subscribe to this channel and to turn on your notification bell so you'll be sure not to miss the next video. So let's get to today's session. I want you to take a moment to go through your mental files just to think about all the possible words that I could suggest that we eliminate from our thoughts and speech. Of all of the words that you say to yourself often, I want you to think about the one that makes you feel bad whenever you put it in a sentence and think it or say it to yourself about yourself. So before I say the word, I'm really curious to know what possibilities are going through your mind at this time. So if you would please let me know by putting those words in the comment box, I would appreciate it. Okay, so I'm not going to keep you in suspense for too long. The word that I suggest removing from our thoughts and speech is the word should. So as an English educator and someone who teaches others about the power of words and how we use them to communicate and express our thoughts, I think about words all the time. And it's often the simple, benign words such as should that we overlook. But when we use it on ourselves, it has such a huge and profound impact. Think about this. If you have a sibling and your parent has ever said to you that you should be more like him or her, you know the crippling effect that that can have on a child. Well, it has the same effect when we use the same word and phrase on ourselves. Again, if you recall, most of the time, the word should is used on us. It's being used by those who are in an authoritative position over us or those who are judging us in some way. For example, when a police officer says to you, you really shouldn't be driving that fast, or the doctor says, you should lose a few pounds. Or the teacher or professor or boss says to you, you really should have worked harder on this. All of those indicate some form of judgment being placed on us. And if you really want to move ahead in your mindfulness practice, one of the skills that you're trying to cultivate is a disposition of non-judgment. So we strive to cultivate that in ourselves. And one of the ways to do that is to stop shoulding on ourselves. So if you've ever caught yourself thinking, I should be more like Susie or Jenny or Kevin or Harry, or I should be taller, I should be shorter, I should be slimmer, I should be bigger, I should be richer, I should be younger, I should have gone to the gym, I should eat better, I should exercise more, I should have gone to college, or whatever it is, you can just fill in the blank. I should have done anything, or I should do anything. All of those phrases have a similar common thread because we say them to ourselves almost with the intention of sort of encouraging ourselves or being more helpful to ourselves, thinking that, by saying that, we are going to feel like doing whatever it is. But ironically, saying it has the complete opposite effect. So I don't know about you, but I have a very rebellious spirit. And if you are like me, whenever I'm told by anyone that I should do something, I don't feel like doing it at all. And that anyone could be someone outside of myself or the voice in my head telling me that I should do something. So the phrase should is in fact very demotivating. It makes us feel bad. It makes us feel critical about ourselves. It makes us feel less than, and it makes us feel guilty about whatever it is that we haven't done. And from a mindfulness perspective, whenever we're thinking about shoulds, if there are things that we should have done, it means that it was the past. So I didn't do it. It's over. I'm not in the moment anymore. Saying should also takes control away from us, the true us. It gives the control to the voice in your head that is blaming you or judging you for not doing whatever it is. Whereas the power still exists in the moment. Because if I say I should work out, I actually can still work out. So it's not like it's a lost opportunity that I could never regain again. I can still go ahead and work out. So I give myself the responsibility, and I keep the responsibility on myself because I can make a different decision. So how do we rid ourselves of thinking or saying this type of negative phraseology to ourselves and about ourselves? Well, first, it starts with raising our awareness. In order to stop thinking and saying certain things, we have to be aware that we are thinking and saying certain things. We think so many thoughts and just automatically say so many things that we don't pay attention to, that we really need to take the time to observe our thoughts. Observing our thoughts is a practice. And by the way, I've linked to the guided meditation on observing your thoughts after this video. If you're interested, you can check that out. But just going back to what that's about, in order to know what you think, it's like you have to see what you think by looking at your thoughts. And then when you see what you think, before you say it, you can choose to replace those words and phrases with more empowering and positive words and phrases. For example, if you think to yourself, and you're about to say to yourself, or even repeat it in your thoughts, I should eat better, you can replace that thought by thinking, I feel better when I make healthy food choices. That statement is more empowering because it leaves the responsibility of making a different choice with you. Thinking that I should eat better just means, you know what? I probably should, but I'm not going to. So when we say I should eat better, it means I'm not going to do anything about this, but I know that I probably should. Which again, to someone like me, it means that, you know what, yeah, I probably should, but I'm not going to. So here, I'm going to have another fry. However, if I repeat to myself that I feel better when I make healthy food choices, that would be more motivational, more encouraging for me to actually make a better choice because I know that it is going to have a positive impact on my body and on my mind. The same goes for another example. When you think to yourself, you know what, I shouldn't feel this way. Why shouldn't you feel this way? We want to honor our feelings because we know that we do have a choice to feel differently by training our thoughts and then directing our emotions in one way or another. So when we suppress our thoughts by simply glossing over them, our feelings rather, by saying, I shouldn't feel this way, we're not honoring our feelings. Instead, when you think that, you can replace it with the thought, why am I feeling this way? What are my thoughts about this situation? And how can I then take action in regards to those thoughts and feelings? If you think to yourself, like I use this one all the time, I should work out, you can replace that with, I can work out. I can work out. Again, it's not something that I can never do again. If I should work out, then I probably should go work out right now, and I can. One of the videos that I released recently, I spoke about the power of affirming what we believe. If I change my wording just a little bit to I get to work out, it gives me a more enthusiastic feeling towards doing it because not everyone gets to work out. It's actually a privilege. It's a blessing that I can work out. So if I say I get to work out or I can work out, it's definitely more empowering and much more motivating than saying I should work out. So that is my challenge for you this week. It is to strive to eliminate the word should from your thoughts and from your speech, and to practice observing your thoughts with the guided meditation so that it can help you to do that. So if you know anyone who can use this message today, please share this video with them. And if you found it helpful to be reminded of this, then please go ahead and hit the like button. And I will see you soon. Until then, take care of your most important relationship, the one you have with yourself.